Listen closely, my son. I am who I am. In this exact moment, I speak a decree over your life that will surprise you by its strength and speed. Large sums of money will appear for you within 2 days or less. This is not a false promise. It is a universal law in motion. It is a spiritual command built on truths that hold creation together. Many of my children live by waiting, begging, and asking for money. They spend years requesting, pleading, and running after it. But I do not answer desperate cries. I answer firm belief. There is a deep difference between asking from need and accepting with certainty. And today, in these next few minutes, I will show you that difference. I will teach you how the universe forms things and how you will form abundance through the same principle. The money you want already exists. It is not something far away in the future. It is moving right now, flowing around you, waiting for you to shift your vibrations so you can draw it in. You do not need to make it from nothing. You need to become aligned with it. And this alignment does not come from desperate struggle, but from quiet and strong acceptance. Get ready, because what you are about to understand is not magic, not luck, and not chance. It is the way reality truly works. Most people do not understand this. Most people run, push, and work until they are tired. Yet they stay in the same vibration of shortage, and shortage brings more shortage. The universe does not reward desperate struggle. The universe rewards vibrational alignment. When you accept that you are already wealthy, when you feel that money already belongs to you, when you live from sure belief, I move heaven and earth to bring it into your physical life. This is not an idea, not a theory, and not philosophy. This is law. It is the same law I use to make the sun rise each morning. The same law that holds the stars in the sky. The same law that makes your heart beat without effort. And this law is open to you now. In this exact moment, you do not need to wait. You do not need to earn it. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to accept it. I have put inside you the same power I use to create worlds, the same power that brings life to what does not yet exist. It is written in script here. Romans 4:17. I call into being the things that do not exist, and that same power lives in you. When you say I am, you are speaking my name, the holiest name. And whatever comes after I am, you begin to create. If you say I am poor, you create poverty. If you say I am rich, you create wealth. It is simple, clear, and strong. In the next few minutes, I will lead you step by step. I will show you exactly how to accept it, how to feel it, and how to bring it into your life. I will share with you the method Neville Goddard, one of my most awakened servants, used to bring forth great wealth. I will teach you the night practice that trains your subconscious while you sleep. I will show you how to remove the blocks that stop you from receiving, and I will give you the final decree that seals your abundance. If you feel that this decree was spoken especially for you at this moment, comment Amen now and receive this truth over your life. But before we continue, you must understand something essential. It is not about asking, it is about assuming. You will not ask for money. You will accept that it is already yours. You will not wait for it to come. You will live as though it is already present. You will not doubt. You will hold complete certainty. And when you do, when you truly accept it, the universe will have no option but to manifest it. It is law, it is unavoidable, it is sure. So take a deep breath, open your heart, prepare your mind, because what you are about to learn in the next few minutes will change your financial life forever, in 2 days or less. This is the moment. This is the decree. This is the law at work. And everything starts now. The truth I am about to show you goes against everything you have been taught about money. They told you that you must work hard. They told you that you must sacrifice. They told you that money comes through time, effort, and sweat. But I tell you the truth. Money does not come through effort. Money comes through vibration. Money does not come through effort. Money comes through alignment. Look around you. You can see people who work 12 or 14 hours every day and still remain poor. You can see people who work until they are exhausted and still gain nothing. And you can see others who seem to pull money in with ease, almost like a magnet. What makes the difference? The vibration, the mindset, the assumption. It is not about what they do. It is about who they are. It is not the outer action. It is the inner condition. I created the universe with words. I said, "Let there be light," and there was light. I did not force it. I did not struggle. I did not run after the light. I accepted that light existed, and so it came to be. This is the law of creation. This is the law that rules all things. And this same law is available to you. When you accept that you are rich, when you feel that money already belongs to you, when you live from that certainty, reality has no choice but to rearrange itself to match that assumption. But most people do the opposite. They live in the vibration of lack. They wake up thinking, "I do not have money." They spend the day worrying about bills. They go to sleep afraid of the future, and that vibration of lack pulls in more lack. It is a lot. Like attacks like. Life does not give you what you ask for. Life gives you what you keep alive through repeated feelings. If you keep fear alive, you receive more reasons to fear. If you keep abundance alive, you receive more abundance. So the real question is not, how will I make money? The real question is, what is my vibration right now? What is happening inside me? What do I accept as true about myself? Because that assumption, that vibration, that inner condition is what shapes your outer reality. It is not the reverse. Most people wait for outer reality to change before they change what they feel inside, but it works in the opposite way. You change your inner condition, and outer reality has no choice but to change. This can feel frightening because it means the power is in your hands. It means you are not trapped by circumstances. It means you do not rely on anyone. It means the money you want is already there, only waiting for you to shift your frequency so you can connect with it. It is like a radio. The music is already moving through the air. You only need to tune into the correct frequency. And that correct frequency is the assumption. It is the feeling that you already have it. It is total certainty. Share this video now with someone who needs to learn this truth and break free from a mindset of scarcity. I am not telling you to fake it. I am not telling you to deceive yourself. I am telling you to accept it. Accepting is not the same as pretending. Pretending stays on the surface. Accepting goes deep. When you accept it, you enter the desired reality in your mind. You feel as though it is already true. You live from that state. And when you do this consistently, with faith and certainty, the manifestation becomes unavoidable. In the next few minutes, I will teach you exactly how to do this. I will give you practical methods. I will show you how to imagine, how to feel, how to train your subconscious, how to clear doubt, how to hold the vibration. Brothers and sisters, I want to speak to you from the heart for a moment. Our channel has recently been demonetized. which means we no longer receive support from YouTube through ad revenue. Still, our mission to share the Word of God and spread the gospel continues with faith and dedication. Behind every video is a faithful team working day and night to serve this ministry. As the one leading this work, I carry the responsibility of supporting them, and without monetization, this has become very difficult. If these messages have blessed, encouraged, or strengthened you, please prayerfully consider supporting us through Ko-Fi. Your gift helps us continue sharing God's Word and shining His light. The link is in the description or pinned comment. We are deeply grateful for your prayers, love, and support. Now, let us return to the message. But before going into the methods, you need to understand this basic principle. You need to see that it is not about doing more. It is about being different. It is not about outer effort. It is about inner alignment. The universe is full of abundance. There is enough money for everyone. Resources are endless. Scarcity is an illusion. Scarcity is a mindset. Scarcity is a low vibration. And when you lift your vibration, when you accept abundance, when you live with the certainty that you are wealthy, the universe arranges itself to bring this into your physical reality. Not because you earned it, not because you are special, but because it is the law, because that is how it functions, because it cannot fail. So stop chasing, stop struggling in desperation, stop begging, begin taking control, begin feeling, begin living from the end, and watch money start flowing toward you in ways you never thought possible, in 2 days or less. That is the moment, that is the law, that is the decree spoken over your life. There is a basic difference between asking and decreeing. When you ask, you put yourself in a place of need. When you decree, you put yourself in a place of authority. When you ask, you assume you do not have it. When you decree, you assume it already belongs to you. And this difference changes everything. It changes the vibration. It changes the frequency. It changes the outcome. I created the universe through decrees. I did not ask for light to appear. I decreed, "Let there be light," and there was light. I did not beg. I did not plead. I did not wait for approval. I decreed it, and it came to pass. Because a decree comes from complete certainty, a decree comes from authority. A decree comes from knowing that you carry the power to create, and that same power lives in you. When I created you in my image and likeness, it was not only a beautiful metaphor, it was real. I gave you the ability to create with words, the ability to decree realities, the ability to call into being what did not exist. But most people do not use this power. Most people live by asking, waiting, begging, and that is why most people do not manifest. A spiritual decree is not an empty phrase. It is not repeating words without feeling. A spiritual decree is a statement filled with certainty, faith, and full conviction. When you say, "I am rich," you are not trying to persuade yourself. You are declaring a truth. You are accepting an identity. You are living inside a reality. And the universe answers that declaration because it recognizes the authority behind it. A plea is born from fear. A decree is born from faith. A plea says, "Please give it to me." A decree says, "I am it. I have it. It is mine." A plea carries low vibration. A decree carries high vibration. A plea pushes away, a decree grows in. And when you learn to decree, when you truly understand the power within you, manifestation stops being a mystery and becomes an exact science. In the next few minutes, I will teach you how to make a decree the right way. I will give you the exact words. I will show you how to fill those words with feeling. I will teach you the visualization method that increases the power of the decree. I will reveal the night ritual that trains your subconscious while you sleep, and I will show you how to break the mental blocks that stop manifestation. But before we go into the practical methods, I need you to understand something important. This is not a long process. You will not need months or years, 2 days or less. That is the time. And this is unsettling because it goes against everything you have been taught. They taught you that good things take time. They taught you that you must wait. They taught you that patience is a virtue. But I tell you the truth, manifestation is instant in the spiritual world. The time it needs to appear in the physical world depends only on how firm your assumption is. When you assume with complete certainty, when there is no doubt, when there is no fear, when there is no questioning, the manifestation is quick. It can happen in hours. It can happen in days, but it is quick. The delay happens when doubt appears, when fear appears, when the vibration is inconsistent, when you assume in one moment and doubt in the next. But when you stay in the assumption, when you live from that certainty, the universe moves fast to manifest. If you want to keep receiving these divine decrees, like this video now and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss any revelation. So it ready. What you are about to learn is not theory. It is practice. It is not philosophy. It is technique. It is not empty inspiration. It is clear instruction. I will guide you step by step. I will show you exactly what to do. I will give you the tools. And if you follow exactly what I teach you, if you apply it with faith and consistency, you will see money manifest in your life in 2 days or less. It is not an exaggeration. It is not an empty promise. It is a universal law. The same law that makes seeds grow. The same law that makes the tides rise and fall. The same law that keeps the planets in orbit. And this law does not fail. You cannot fail. It is spiritual mathematics. It is quantum physics. It is reality itself. But you must do your part. You must assume it. You must feel it. You must keep the vibration. You must trust. You must let go of control over how it will happen and simply stay focused on the fact that it has already happened. And when you do, when you truly do it, the universe will have no choice but to manifest. It is unavoidable. It is certain. It is guaranteed. So breathe deeply. Open your mind. Prepare your heart. Because now we are going to enter the practical techniques. We are going to enter the law of assumption. We are going to enter the power of I am, and your financial life will never be the same again. In 2 days or less, the decree is complete. The law is already moving and everything starts now. Now I will reveal to you the secret that separates those who manifest from those who spend their whole lives waiting. The difference between assuming and asking. Most people do not understand this difference. Most people spend their time asking, pleading, begging, and never receive. Because asking is the language of need. Assuming is the language of creation. When you ask for something, what are you really telling the universe? You are saying that you do not have it. You are declaring absence. You are declaring lack. And the universe, which answers your vibration and not your words, hears that declaration of lack and gives you more lack. Because the law is simple. You receive what you accept as truth. Not what you want, not what you ask for, but what you assume. Assuming is totally different. Assuming is mentally living in the desired reality as if it were already true. It is not pretending. It is not lying to yourself. It is entering the state of consciousness of the person who already has it. It is feeling the gratitude of someone who has already received it. is living with the certainty that it is already yours. And when you do this, when you truly assume it, your vibration changes completely and the universe responds to this new vibration. I will give you an example. Imagine two people. The first wakes up every morning and says, "Please, universe, send me money. I need it so much. I do not have it. Please help me." This person lives in the vibration of lack. They are in the frequency of desire. They are in the state of not having, and no matter how much they ask, no matter how much they beg, they keep attracting more lack. Because the law answers the inner state, not the outer words. Now imagine the second person. This person wakes up and assumes, "I am rich. I have abundance. Money comes to me easily." This person is not asking, they are decreeing. They are not begging. They are assuming. And this assumption changes everything. It changes their attitude, it changes their thinking, it changes their actions, it changes their vibration. And the universe answers this vibration of abundance by sending more abundance. Do you see the difference? It is not about the words you speak. It is about the state you live in. It is not about what you ask for. It is about what you accept as true, and most people fail here. Many keep asking, waiting, begging, without seeing that every request confirms what they do not have. Every plea is a statement of lack. Every supplication carries the vibration of lack. I taught this in the scriptures. It is written, "Whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have already received it and it will be yours." Believe that you have already received it. Not believe that you will receive it. Believe that you have already received it. This is assumption. This is living from the end. This is entering the desired reality before it appears in the physical world. And when you do this, manifestation becomes inevitable. Neville Goddard, one of my servants who understood this law deeply, taught it all through his life. He said that assuming is living as though it already exists. It is not waiting for it to happen. It is living as though it already exists. And he proved it again and again. He manifested wealth. He manifested opportunities. He manifested whole realities, because he understood the difference between asking and assuming. So from this moment, stop asking, stop begging, stop pleading, start assuming, start decreeing, start living with the certainty that it is already yours. When you think about money, do not think, "I want money." Think, "I am rich, I have abundance. Money comes to me." It is not a future desire. It is a present reality. It is not a hope. It is a certainty. And this applies to everything, not only money, to everything you want to manifest. Health, relationships, opportunities, everything works under the same law. Assume that you already have it. Feel it as though it were already real. Live from that certainty, and the universe has no choice but to rearrange physical reality to match that assumption. But I need to warn you, the mind will fight back. The logical mind will say, "But I do not have money. How can I assume that I am rich if my account is empty?" And this is the test. This is where most people stop. Because assuming requires faith. It requires living in the unseen before it becomes seen. It requires feeling abundance before it appears. And this goes against all human logic. But I did not create you to live by human logic. I created you to live by faith, by assumption, by the creative power I placed inside you. And when you use that power the right way, when you assume instead of asking, when you decree instead of pleading, when you live from the end instead of waiting for the beginning, manifestation happens quickly, 2 days or less. Because a strong assumption accepts no delay. So choose now. Will you keep asking, or will you begin assuming? Will you stay in the vibration of lack, or will you rise into the vibration of abundance? Will you go on waiting, or will you begin living as if you have already received it? The choice is yours, but the law is plain. Assume and you will receive. Ask and you will stay in lack. There was a man who understood this law better than almost anyone in modern history. His name was Neville Goddard. I chose him as one of my messengers, to show the world the law of assumption, to teach people how to create their own reality. And he carried out this mission completely. He taught, showed, and proved again and again that assumption works. Neville said something that sums up everything. Feeling is the secret. 3 words. But those 3 words hold the full power of manifestation. Is a feeling, is a feeling, it is not affirming, it is feeling. Because feeling is the language of the subconscious. Feeling is the vibration the universe responds to. Feeling is what forms reality. You can repeat "I am rich" 1,000 times. But if you do not feel wealth, if you do not emotionally live in that state, then you are not assuming, you are only repeating empty words. Real assumption happens when the feeling and the words match. When you say "I am rich," you feel the gratitude, the peace, and the freedom of someone who truly has money. This harmony between word and feeling is what creates manifestation. Neville taught a clear method. He called it living in the end. Do not imagine the process of getting the money. Do not picture how it will come. Do not worry about the method. Imagine the end. Imagine that you have already received it. Feel the gratitude of those who already have it. Mentally step into the reality of those who are already rich. And repeat this until it feels natural, until your subconscious accepts it as truth. He told stories of people who manifested wealth by using this method. People who were ruined and within weeks saw money come in through unexpected ways. People who saw no way forward and suddenly opportunities appeared from nowhere. People who used the law of assumption and watched their reality change completely. And it was not luck. It was not coincidence. It was law. It was cause and effect. It was the assumption that produced the manifestation. But Neville also warned that most people fail because they do not hold the feeling. They assume for one moment and then go back to doubt. They feel abundance in the morning and fear at night. They live in the end for a few minutes and spend the rest of the day living in lack. And this inconsistency delays the manifestation because the universe responds to the dominant state, not the occasional state. That is why practice matters so much. It is not enough to assume something one time. You need to assume it again and again. You need to fill the subconscious with the feeling of already having it. You need to live from this state as often as possible. And when doubt comes, and it will, do not fight it. Just notice it and return to the assumption. Return to the feeling. Return to the certainty. If you are ready to take control of your abundance now, comment 777 and activate divine manifestation in your life. Neville also taught about the state before sleep. He said the last thoughts and feelings before sleep are the strongest, because the subconscious is most open, because the conscious mind offers no resistance, because this is the moment when programming happens at the deepest level. And if you fall asleep feeling abundant, if the last thing you feel before sleeping is gratitude for already receiving, your subconscious works through the night to bring it into form. He proved this in his own life. He manifested journey. He manifested money. He manifested opportunity. All by using the same method, assuming the end, feeling it as if it were already true, living from that certainty. And he taught this to thousands of people, and those who truly applied it, who truly felt it, who truly accepted it, always manifested it without exception, because this is not a method that works only sometimes. It is a law that works every time. Just as gravity always works, just as the law of sowing and reaping always works, the law of assumption always works. If you assume with feeling, if you enter the desired state, if you live from the end, the manifestation becomes inevitable. It may take hours, it may take days, but it is inevitable. And here cometh the frightening part. Neville said there is no limit to what you can manifest. There is no ceiling, there is no restriction. If you can assume it, if you can feel it, if you can live it, then you can finally manifest anything, any amount of money, any opportunity, any reality, because the power is in you. The power has always been in you. You simply were never taught how to use it. Now that you know it, that you understand it, that you hold the secret Neville spent his whole life teaching, what will you do? Will you keep living in the vibration of lack, or will you begin to accept abundance? Will you keep asking, or will you start feeling that you have already received? The choice is yours, but the secret has been revealed. Feeling is the secret. Accept it, feel it, manifest it, and remember 2 days or less. That is the moment when the assumption is strong, when the feeling stays steady, when you truly live from the end. Manifestation is quick, manifestation is certain, manifestation is inevitable because it is the law, and the law does not fail. Now I am about to show you something that can completely change how you see money. Money is not only paper. It is not only numbers on a statement. Money is energy. Money is vibration. Money is frequency, and like all energy, it moves toward where it matches. It moves toward where there is vibrational alignment. It moves toward those who are on the proper frequency. Think about money like radio signals. The signals are always in the air. The music is always playing, but you only hear it when you tune to the correct frequency. If your radio is set to 95.3, you will not hear the station broadcasting on 100.7. Not because that station is not there, but because you are not tuned to it. Money works in the same way. Billions of dollars are moving through the world right now. Money flows. It travels. It passes from hand to hand. That money has not vanished. It is not hidden away. It is available. It is circulating, but it only moves toward those who are on the right frequency. And what is that right frequency? The frequency of abundance, the vibration of people who already have the state of mind of those who are rich. Most people live on the wrong frequency. They stay in the vibration of lack. They wake up thinking, I have no money. They spend the day worried about bills. They feel fear when they think about the future. They feel anxiety when they check their bank balance. And this vibration of lack, this frequency of need, this energy of scarcity pushes money away. Not because money is evil, but because there is a vibrational mismatch. It is like trying to mix oil and water. They do not mix. Not because one is greater than the other, but because they have different densities, different frequencies. And the vibration of lack and the vibration of abundance cannot exist together. You are either in one or in the other. You either attract or repel. It either comes toward you or moves away from you. There is no middle place. So how do you change your vibration? How do you tune yourself to the frequency of abundance? By assuming, by feeling, by living as though you already have it. When you assume that you are rich, when you feel gratitude for the money you have not yet seen, when you live from the certainty of abundance, your vibration changes. And when your vibration changes, money starts to move toward you. It is not difficult metaphysics, it is simple physics. Like attracts like. A high vibration attracts another high vibration. Abundance attracts abundance. When you lift your frequency to the level of wealth, money has no choice but to move toward you, because there is resonance, because there is alignment, because there is vibrational harmony. Share this video now and lift the vibration of someone who is trapped in the frequency of scarcity. I created the universe with vibration. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was sound, and sound is vibration. Everything that exists vibrates at different frequencies. Solid matter moves at a slow vibration, light moves at a fast vibration. Thought vibrates, emotion vibrates, and money vibrates too. And when your inner vibration matches the vibration of money, the attraction becomes magnetic. But I need to warn you, you cannot pretend your vibration. You cannot deceive the universe. You cannot repeat positive affirmations while carrying fear inside. Because the universe does not listen to your words, the universe responds to your vibration. And if your vibration is fear, doubt, or lack, then it does not matter how many affirmations you speak. The dominant vibration is the one that shapes reality. That is why the work happens within. That is why the change begins inside. That is why you must truly feel abundance before it appears. You need to step into the vibration of wealth before seeing the money. You need to lift your frequency before the outer reality shifts. And when you do, when you truly change your inner vibration, the outer reality has no choice but to rearrange itself. Have you ever noticed people who seem to attract money with ease? People who always find opportunities, people for whom money comes easily. It is not luck. It is not privilege. It is vibration. These people, whether they know it or not, are tuned to the frequency of abundance. They live in the state of already having. They feel deserving. They expect good things to come, and that is why they attract them. And you can do the same. It does not matter where you are now. It does not matter how much money you have or do not have in your account. It does not matter what your past had been, because vibration can change in an instant. In one moment you can be on the frequency of lack, and in the next on the frequency of abundance. All it takes is a decision. All it takes is a shift in focus. All it takes is assuming instead of doubting. So choose now. Will you stay in the vibration of lack, or will you rise into the vibration of abundance? Will you remain tuned to the frequency of scarcity? Or will you tune yourself to the frequency of wealth? Will you keep pushing money away, or will you begin attracting it like a magnet?